Thank you for your invitation. The times they are a-changing. It's almost 60 years since Bob Dylan penned those immortal lines, and they're more true today than they ever were. The world has changed beyond all recognition. Values across the world are at polar opposites, even though the polar ice caps are more similar now, both suffering from climate change. In the past, superpowers meant powerful countries, but ask a young person now, who are the superpowers, and they say Iron Man or Wonder Woman or a host of other Marvel characters. Cash is no longer accepted in many places. Cash is no longer king. Plastic is, even though plastic is the pariah of the world. The world has changed. My art, too, has changed from the purely aesthetic to works which explore societal and existential anxieties. It invites the viewer to feel, interact, and engage with the concerns of the artwork. The mediums range from pure paint to NFTs, from video, digital, and sculpture to performance. Several of the exhibits were collaborations with scientists, poets, composers, dancers, activists, and political analysts. The work is about regeneration, diversity, inclusivity, harmony, and the coexistence of man and nature, and about harmony between us human beings. I hope these visuals will help share this trajectory, and this first image evokes our evolution, moving from water to conquering the land. Yet our conquering has left Earth in imminent danger. At Code Red, the tiny figure symbolizes Greta Thunberg harnessing the rise of the youth in a world ravaged by global boiling. Diminished, we are backed into a corner as we become increasingly unable to arrest what we have unleashed. Or we stand like King Canute, vainly trying to hold the waters back. The interactive trilingual deliverance inspired by the Rio Climate Conference was in 2 galleries and on the street. Icebergs melt, the earth quakes, polar caps shrink, flood and forest fires ravage the earth as the Anthropocene age gathers pace. In 2012, many still questioned the veracity of the science, and so poets and scientists collaborated to amplify the art with interactive panels and discussions open to all on the street. Earthlines highlighted the historic UN Paris Accord and the precarious fluidity of the Earth's delicate ecosystems. It invited us to reevaluate. This image could be a teardrop or a man falling off the earth, perhaps the last person left. The show was a combination of poetry, climate science, and paintings, with sculpture evoking erosion and sea rise. The installation of floating translucent panels was at the Sotheby's show of Women Artists of the Silk Route. The panels interacted with each other as well as with the viewer, who became an intrinsic part of the installation, implying that we are inseparable and indivisible from nature. Space in 2005 was my first exhibition on the environment and posited that we humans are spectators for only a brief moment on Earth. Fleeting and insignificant, man will be consumed unless we become one with nature. Figures leap in, make love, or rise out of the water, embracing water, respecting Earth. The following images explore the quest for harmony and unity with our fellow man. Exhibited in 2006 in the midst of our 3-decade ethnic war. Quest was a trilingual, digital, and 4-screen video installation with images of war and tsunami devastation, contrasted with quotes on reconciliation from philosophers, activists, and citizens. Partners and collaborators facilitated workshops on conflict resolution and peace building. Kintsugi embraces the fractured to preserve and repair the broken, to recreate beauty which incorporates the flaws. The video and fabric exhibit at the Venice Biennale incorporated poetry and music composed specifically for the artwork, a celebration of diversity and inclusion through deconstruction and reconstruction. It brought together unrelated images to create a healing and harmonious whole. Continuing the theme of inclusivity and unity, one wonders why man kills another being in the name of God, in the name of peace, in the name of ideology, or their country, whatever that may mean. The words, images, mirror, and water were inspired by the growing migrant crisis and refugee camps. Quotes from all religions were layered with words on loss by Arundhati Roy. Earlier, in 2002, Faith conflated Buddhism and Islam, highlighting our commonality and what unites us, not what divides us. At the close of the conflict in 2009, Phoenix explored fear as the root of intolerance and hatred through a variety of interactive media. To achieve a sustained peace, we need truth, forgiveness, and reconciliation. Power is transient. We cling to power in a spinning world, or ride the crest of it, wanting it to last forever. But can we instead dispense power with grace and integrity, or continue to play global power games, forever racing to catch the world? Aragalaya was created on the day of the spiraling chaos in Sri Lanka, as non-violent protesters who had gathered together for months finally erupted into chaos and violence. I was completely unaware and in isolation, but strangely, these images emerged, unbidden, as if from nowhere. That night, each part of the country was simmering, and fires raged throughout, and the Prime Minister fled. A woman holds her child close. Remains of the day memorialized the 9th of May as the suffering continues for most. Each of the 9 works was titled by a journalist or activist, creating a powerful comment on the economic strife. And yet, we still come together, bond together, or walk alone. We have no option but to persevere and hope for a new awakening. In conclusion, caught in the midst of global turmoil, I am inspired by the great Vandana Shiva, who said, "We are not inert. We are not without Shakti. We are creative. People have the power to resist nonviolently, and they can absolutely refuse to be colonized." Some go on strike, some debate their views, some go on protest marches. I speak through my art, from my heart, and I believe art has a power to move hearts and minds, and this is my raison d'être. Thank you.